This is your WW3 News update on incident of Bologna of last Sunday. So I've written in the video on that channel, Modena, both cities are governed by lefties and, all these scumbags have the same faces, basically. So that Moroccan chap which died during a so-called arrest by the Italian coppers, well, there seems to be video footage of locals seeing this bloke banging his head against a garage door and other objects in public. And the coppers was monitoring him at a certain distance so he doesn't attack no one, whilst the medical staff came saying him he was having a bit of mental issues or a nervous meltdown, to sedate him by the medical staff, by the emergency people, the ambulance. And regarding the two coppers, they won't be indicted directly for the death of him. It will be against unknown people, because if it turns out these coppers weren't guilty of causing his death, and by the forensic evidence and whatever, they can even sue the Italian government for recompensation. So I think they're very, very careful there. Regarding this Moroccan chap, well, he's no model of the community. He got, 4 years and how many months for drug dealing in the year 2000, I believe so. And a resistance to arrest because so many times he violated the home arrest. They gave him a home arrest. How thoughtful they were. It wasn't a danger for the members of the public if you give him a home arrest. And he went back in prison again. And then afterwards, physical assault on a person in 2022. So he's got a long criminal record. And as for the mayor of Bologna, it looks like he's going to be indicted for inciting in violence in the city of Bologna. And obviously trying to make a martyr, whatever, they want to make a hero out of this villain, basically, lefties. And you should see the families, we want justice. Justice for what? I think it was the family responsibility you kept this nutcase under control. And just as what they want is a recompensation in cash, money. Well, if that amendment in the Italian Parliament passes through, criminals were entitled to have compensation from who they think they're entitled for. Victim of some type of crime, or the family, or so on, or for the government. And so you have to destroy half a city to defend a villain like him. He was a villain, as simple as that. He had a long criminal record, like many of them like him, which are still freely walking around. And mind you, there was an African chap which is called Jonathan, which I think is a blogger. Don't remember his username. And he said to the mayor of Bologna, you have to resign. Then afterwards you go knocking on the door of the fascist government for millions of euros for funds. Absolutely ridiculous, this mayor is. Hilarious. And this African chap is pretty good. There's very few of him like that.